Forgotten. Okay, here we are. Once again. Let me get everything pulled up and ready. We're going to be playing more Halo 2. We're going to be finishing Halo 2 if everything goes according to plan. But it might not. It might not. We'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna finish it tonight. I have 3 levels. I have Uprising, I have Gravemind, and I have the whatever the final mission is. The Great Journey, I think it's called. And once we finish those 3, we'll be done. I did want to take a brief moment. We're gonna have another addendum. I talk a lot, and sometimes I say things incorrectly and or wrong. So another addendum. I mentioned that Glamdring. Wait, let me fix my light over here. That's why B is like, whoa, what's over here? I'm fixing my light. So, Glamdring, as wielded by Gandalf in The Lord of the Rings, not written in finally you stream while I'm awake. Yeah, it's gonna be hard, especially once my work schedule starts picking back up, because I'm gonna have to stream after I get off of work, usually around what is it going to be? Usually around 11:30, 12. So you're just gonna have to get used to the VOD channel, my friend. VOD channel, by the way. Anybody want to watch my VODs? It's on YouTube. A little bit of shameless self-promotion there. Quit your job? Is this not paying the bills? Yeah, actually I'm making $1 billion a stream. I have 17 sponsors right now in my DMs begging, throwing themselves at me for me to advertise their materials, their products to those like you who are more than willing to buy their products simply because I gave my stamp of approval. So yes, this is paying the bills. I do my other job just for fun at this point. You know what I mean? It's just to do something like give back to society by doing my true, aren't you a millionaire by this point? Easy job. Billionaire by this point, actually. Yeah, move aside Elon Musk, Jeffrey Bezos. I'm coming. #1 velociraptor in the world, by the by. So, I was talking about Glamdring because the pilot, you guys weren't in here. I don't have a subscription thing yet, Zaref-san, because I am not a Twitch partner. I have to become an affiliate first. And in order to do that, I need to have a certain set of goals for my channel passed. They don't just let you monetize straight out the gate, which I'm fine with. I don't want anybody to spend money on me yet because I don't have. There's really nothing that you are spending money for. I'm playing video games on the internet. I don't have like any grand content goals at this point to really make the spending the money worth it, in my opinion. No, let me throw money at you. You can do that in real life. Buy me dinner sometime. No. Thank you for offering your support, but there's no monetization set up yet. You don't have to worry about that. It's not. It's probably going to be like I'm thinking it's going to be months before we get anything like that really set up. If you give me a little show. I haven't thought about starting a Fansly yet, but if I do, you'll be the first to know, baby. So, I'm trying to talk about a fact. I'm trying to make an addendum. You're distracting me. I'm trying to make it an addendum. All right. So, Glamdring, Gandalf's sword. I mentioned it in relation to Foehammer's name in Halo 1, that Glamdring translates to Foehammer from the Elven language. I was correct in naming that Glamdring Sindarin is an Elvish language, but Glamdring is not Sindarin. Glamdring is not Sindarin. Glamdring is Quenya, which is the elf language used for, like, poetry and epics. Look, I'm not a Tolkien fanatic. I don't know as much about Tolkien as I probably could and or should. But that is an addendum. Secondary addendum. When I mentioned Charles Martel, he is not Charlemagne's uncle. He is Charlemagne's grandfather. Okay? We have to get the lineage of European royalty correct here. This is a very serious stream. This is a very serious stream. Sanderson is better than Tolkien. Oh boy. On that note, we're gonna start playing the video game. I don't know if I can... Woo! Might have to censor that one. Tolkien is boring. Tolkien is wonderful. Tolkien is deeply philosophical. Tolkien has some really important things to say. I don't know. Who's talking? Oh, don't die right at the skate. Alright, so... Oh, the game's hard. I'm just gonna die right out the gate if you guys don't mind. You know what? I have tools. I have tools to deal with my situation.
Let's just throw them over the edge.
Yeah, it's, you know what one of the coolest things about reading a book is if you find a part that you don't enjoy, you can simply read a different part. So if you don't want to hear him talk about a tree for 3 minutes, you can simply flip the page. Yeah, dead in like 2 minutes. Yeah. It's because I don't abuse the tools that are handed to... Huh. That was interesting. I don't know if you've played Halo 2 recently, but these levels are very, very difficult. And that's what I'm going to say is what's killing me. I'm not sure what got me there. I think what had happened was that one of the brutes threw a plasma grenade, and it chain reactioned off of the other brute's body. Why, how, when, where, and what that happened, I don't know. Yeah. I think it's also worth noting that brutes are what we call an unfinished enemy type. They did not get tested properly. He cannot write poorly. I will fundamentally disagree with you there. You can say that, like, Tolkien maybe writes boring, but I would argue that Sanderson is a worse prose writer than Tolkien is. I think Tolkien writes beautifully. His subject matter is just not always the most interesting to people like you. I think that Sanderson's writing can come off as incredibly clunky. But that's fine. They're both incredibly famous. Their estates are worth millions. So it's like, I'm not here to have a dick measuring contest between Sanderson or Tolkien. They're both incredibly famous fantasy authors who have, you know, a lot of reach and a lot of... Ooh. Yeah. The enemy type wasn't, yeah, brutes were not necessarily finished. They just weren't tested properly. A lot of the melee stuff in 2 is really wacky. You'll see it on the Flood later on, I'll point it out. Brutes do the same thing, where they have no animation break between their, they have no animation breaks between their attacks. Yep. So he can just spam his melee attack, which is bad because melee does a lot of damage in 2. Mad about it. Mad about it. Mad about it. But in that contest, Sanderson would win. I don't know about that. I think Tolkien will have the more enduring works, in my personal and humble opinion. But it's not like I'm gonna know what's being read 50 years down the line, right? You know, Frank L. Baum did not expect his book to be as famous as it was. Wizard of Oz wasn't supposed to be anything more than a goof and a gaffe. And now it's like one of the most important books of its kind. So, you don't know. You don't know what's going to be made. What's going to endure the test of time. What legacy will look like. Right? Halo 2 punch good? Depends on who's punching. Elites can one-shot you. That's a pretty good punch. This is also the game... Yeah. This is also the game that first introduces being able to use... energy swords. Yeah. I wasn't expecting my grunts to last very long, unfortunately. How far are you? What level is this? This is the level Uprising. That is one of the last levels in the game. There's 3 levels left. The problem is that the last 3 levels of the game are quite difficult, in my personal opinion. I've harped on, like, I'm playing through Halo 2 on Heroic, not on Legendary. If I was playing through on Legendary, I'd be very, 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 very dead. But Halo 2 is, in my opinion, and I think this is shared by quite a few people, the most difficult of the Halo series. Reach is also quite difficult. I think 3 and 1 are not that bad to complete on Legendary. There's just certain things about 2 that makes it incredibly difficult to complete. Well, that sucks. Oh! I think that was friendly fire. I think my elite threw a melee that got me killed. Yeah. Will you play Reach after 3? I was thinking of... I'm gonna go through the entire Master Chief Collection, so what I think is going to happen is I'm just gonna play them in order. I think Reach is after 4. So I'll beat 4 and then Reach. I know Reach is a favorite. I know... No. I know a lot of people really love Reach, but I'm gonna play 4 first, because I'm just going in order. Yeah, that's good. Okay. That's one of our elites are dead, but that's, you know, you win some, you lose some. Ah! Did you see that? Did you see that? Reach did release before 4, so that's technically an order. Yeah, but I'm talking about an order on the Master Chief Collection. Not necessarily release order. I kept bouncing off of his hitbox, and he kept... just charging straight back into me. So there's really nothing I could do about that. Not ideal, running out of ammo. Not good.
Come on now. Take your best shot.
Okay. Ooh, and ammo for the carbine. Yeah, so they have they have just a tendency to ignore the laws of physics when they want to hit you with their melee. Because it's just not well tested. And, you know, you win some, you lose some. This, I don't know if you've ever... If you want to learn some, like, gaming horror stories, look up the development of Halo 2. Because this one has quite the development cycle. So, if you... Saying if I hack the menu and make Reach slotted before Halo 4? Yeah, I'll do that. You have to remember that when Master Chief Collection came out, I believe it came out only with the 4 mainline Halo games. They added Reach and ODST afterwards. ODST is my personal favorite, actually, and it's gonna take a hot second to get to. Is that all? Oh! Yeah, do you see that? His hitbox is glitching out there. Because those hits didn't land. Reach is good. Reach is pretty good. I wouldn't say Reach is my favorite of the base Halo games, but I totally understand why people have so much love for that game. Reach is good. I grunt. Yeah. Lots of carbines done. Oh, I was trying to reload and I just threw a grenade at my own feet. This is true. They found their mistakes after like 3 years. I got to meet one of the devs for Halo 3. He was neat. That sounds really cool. That sounds like a really cool experience. Hi, guys. They came right up to me. They're very aggressive. Let's see what's going on here. Please die.
Still on the run.
This is gonna suck. Where is he? Okay, we're good. Aw, you were talking business. Yeah. You work at business. You have business job. That does sound really cool, though. Even just in like passing. What was the nature of the business that he was there to even talk about stuff like that? Have you killed the Prophet? Yeah. Regret is done. Regret is, I think, 2 or 3 levels before this. So unfortunately, if you were hoping for Regret, Regret is dead. Oh! Okay. Yeah, I feel like that was, hey, your shield's down, you're dead now. Stop pushing me in front! Stop pushing me! Yeah. There's just some wacky stuff going on with... We were talking application and net security. He's an expert. That's interesting. I wonder what he did for Halo 3. Yeah, oh, the sniper jackal. The sniper jackal. Had my number. And I have to go back to here. How exciting is that? I keep throwing a grenade instead of reloading, which is embarrassing. That's embarrassing. I'm gonna try leaving the map using grenades. That's really funny. Sad that they patched it. Was somewhere on the level with a big wheel thing on the beach. That is Zanzibar. That is a multiplayer map, actually. It's not an actual level itself.
I couldn't. Everything.
Yeah, see, like, he just one-shot that Spec Ops Elite. He one-shot that Spec Ops Elite with his melee. That is so much damage. An energy sword does not do that much damage. I think that that is a momentum bug. I think it gives them way more damage on the momentum of their charge. So he could one-shot that Elite with his, Yeah. Don't get attached to any of your allies, by the way. They're not gonna last. Yeah, I'll be ending up completing Halo 2 tonight. That's my goal. That's my, Have you ever played Halo 2? If you've never played Halo 2, you gotta play Halo 2. You gotta play some Halo 2. It is one of the games in the series, for sure. No, it's my personal favorite. I love Halo 2. It's not balanced. It's kind of a janky mess, but I love it. I highly recommend playing through Halo 2. Whoops, I missed. Yeah, so brutes don't wear armor in this one. But they have these kind of like helmets that stop you from headshotting them. On Legendary, that would have killed. Sniper Jackals are a one-shot kill. Yeah, the reason why they give you sweet guitar riffs is because they think you're gonna drive the ghost through here, but I feel like that's suicidal. Marty! I don't think Marty worked on this one. I think this is a different remix. Here's Marty's. This is the music that Marty made. Do you see that? He killed me. He killed me by punching my ghosts. He punched me out of my ghost with his body. He did as much damage to my ghost as a warthog ram. Not tested. They did not test that. We're gonna be here for a while, my friends. We're gonna be here for a while. We're gonna be here for a while. Okay, Sniper Jackal first this time, so that I don't get distracted trying to kill him. I hope you like sweet guitar riffs, because we're gonna be hearing it for a second. Yeah, grenades. Perhaps they did test it. I think they've admitted to not testing it. That they didn't have time. A lot of people have, like, if you look at a lot of the complaints for the later levels for Halo 2, especially even in, like, gaming journals at the time, is that brutes are just uninteresting enemies because... Case in point, their AI is not very good. They have a ton of health. They don't react to damage. They have a buggy melee. And they deal a lot of damage. There's really not a lot of nuance in how you fight them. That sucks. Yeah, they're doing their best. Yeah. Brutes are... They're an interesting enemy in the series. I think they're not particularly good in either game they appear in. They're fine. They're fine. There's just really not a lot going on with them. Because they want, like, brutes to, I think they're okay in Reach, but even then they still have the kind of nasty tendency to just charge at you. Is there any guns I can replace this with? I guess I could do this. They just have a nasty tendency to throw themselves at you, and there's really just not a lot of nuance in how you're supposed to fight them. Which is very unfortunate. And they still kind of run into the I'm a bullet sponge issue that they have. Yeah, they do use ladders too. Ah, piss off elites. That's very true. Hi, Enthappen. Welcome. It's alright, you're late. You were probably doing something else. They do use ladders because of the shape of the Sangheili's legs. They can't actually use ladders, which is a very funny little lore beat for them. Oh god, I'm stuck on everything. They're one of my favorite races in the Covenant, though. I like them a lot. Ooh. I kind of want a checkpoint. Could they give me a checkpoint? Lovingly? I would love a checkpoint. Or another, like, beam rifle. Either of those things would be amazing. Whoops, I'm down. Kind of tired of you guys taking those. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I was also late. Hello, by the Rook. Wow, there's a lot of you guys in here today. Hello and welcome. Happy, what is it, Wednesday night? Happy Wednesday night. Yeah, okay, we got him. I hope everybody's enjoying their Wednesday. It's, yeah, I do. I got quite the posse forming. I think this is the most I've ever had talking in one chat. You guys can entertain yourself. I'm going to try to get past this level. There's only so much one can do. Oh, I thought I saw like a wraith, and I was pretty afraid. Where's that sniper? Yeah. I don't want to deal with that. Why do you have a crown thingy? I don't know how Twitch works. I don't know why Baritone would have a crown on their name. Don't shoot at me. Hello, Halo theme. Nice. I thought I saw... Nice. We're good, we're good. Are they gonna send more stuff at me? Yeah, they are. It's because you have Prime? Oh, yeah, that might be it. But if Xerath also has Amazon Prime, then I would not know why you wouldn't have such an honor. But it is. Do you use Twitch? Oh, what was that? That was like a 2-frame animation, my friend. I like how even while berserking, they have enough mental fortuity to be able to arm and throw a plasma grenade. Yeah, you have to link your Twitch to your Amazon Prime to get Twitch Prime. Yes. That is a true fact about it. Alright, it looks like we did okay. Looks like we did okay. Slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, there's a checkpoint. Let me borrow this for the next... Prime gives you free subscriptions once a month. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that makes sense why it's like, oh, thanks for subscribing through your Twitch Prime account. Very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. And then link up and get your crown. Yeah, so that everybody knows that you pay for Amazon Prime. You're one of Bezos's baby boys. I'm into Ghost. What are you here? What are you working on, by the Rook? What art are you making? My mom pays for it. Yeah, well, get what you can, right? That's how I have Netflix. Sometimes they don't have a helmet, which means that you can save a shot. Okay. They thought they were gonna have me at this checkpoint, but I stood in the very back and shot at them with my gun. No art, Silk Song. Oh, here he comes. Yeah, that makes sense. How close do you think you are to beating it, Silk Song? Because I think Inthafen has, quote-unquote, beaten it, quote-unquote, quote-unquote. Not close at all? Yeah. It's not what some would say is an easy game, I think. In fact, I've heard that it's quite a bit harder than the first Hollow Knight, which is not ideal because I play the first Hollow Knight really, really poorly. I'm not a platformer, a platform gamer. Technically, I've hit credits. Yeah, see? Usually credits mean the end of the game in most instances. It seems like Silk Song has decided to do a different approach to that. Don't you dare shoot me out. I would be very peeved if you shot me out. Oh, what am I stuck on? Okay. Yeah. I think this is just the best strategy. I'm sorry if this strategy is just not very entertaining to watch, but I really don't want to die anymore. I don't want to die, man. So I'm gonna cheese him out. How far is that gonna go? That's a good throw. Get this man in the major leagues, baby. Number 44. Oops. Ah, am I a bad shot? Yes. Okay, we're gonna go down. We're gonna go down and see what happens. No, Prophet's dead. Prophet's already dead. It's much nicer to play than Silk Song Hollow Knight the first. Yeah, I've heard that it can be a little bit easier on the thumbs. Yeah, you like Silk Song, the fact it doesn't seem like you get as many masks either. Like, you just don't have as much health as you do in Hollow Knight. Not only because everything does double damage, but because you just don't have as much access to health as you would. Okay. Yeah, see, like, they're just standing there and letting me shoot them. They're not... Like, they're not doing anything particularly interesting. Okay. Yeah, I have all the VODs uploaded on the channel. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you like it. And stick around for more content like this one. Thank you for sponsoring the video. How was that? Am I prepared? Am I practiced? That was scary. That was scary. I think they have the same number of maximum masks. It's just that Silk Song has way more double damage enemies. Yeah, that makes sense. No. No. No, no, no. No, no. I knew it. I knew if I shot in close range, I'd shoot myself. I knew it. I knew it. I'm so sad. Yeah, see, that was something I was talking about in the last game. Or in the last stream. Is that in Halo 1, if you interrupt an enemy's throw by causing them to flinch, they won't throw their plasma grenade at the correct arc. So you can interrupt their throw, cause that to either go at their feet or maybe even hit an ally. But in this game, the plasma grenade travels along its arc no matter at what point you interrupt the thrower. Oh, God. Hi. Which doesn't feel like entirely intentional on the devs' part. Like, that doesn't feel like what was supposed to happen. You like and subscribed like a pro, boss. Thank you. Thank you. I have spent many years absorbing and eating content. I have learned from the best, the greatest, to have ever done it. I don't know why they give you shotguns. I don't know, like... Maybe I should test to see if the shotgun's even any good at killing brutes. That's just so many brutes. That is so many brutes. Yeah, look at that. Ah! No! I did everything right! Oh, and we're all the way back here. That was the Wraith tank. It wasn't a plasma grenade. Come on. Okay. Yeah! Yeah, that was a plasma grenade. You know what I'm gonna do? You have made a fool of me for the last time. Come on, let me in. This is really scary. This is very scary. Oh, hi, hi. No, no. Me one out. Ah! Oh, on the plasma on the brute. Thank you. Oh man, this is gonna take a little while. This is a rough combat section. This is not an easy combat section. Okay. If I was a better shot, you know what I mean? If I was a better shot. Oh, it looks like I actually got him because he's pissed off. Okay. 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 How many brutes did they stuff in that clown car? Ah! I keep doing that to myself. I keep throwing a grenade when I mean to reload. Okay. What an animation for Oh! What? Did he destroy the Wraith tank by charging into it? Huh. Okay. I think there might be a bug tied to their charge. He destroyed the Wraith tank by charging into it. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That might seem a little bit... a little bit too much. IMO. If they would ask me, I would have said, that's probably not a good idea for them to be able to do. Thank you. There's a sniper jackal somewhere in there. There's two sniper jackals somewhere over there. Yeah, I should have known that was coming. I should have known that was coming. He's playing 4D chess. He's throwing his head at objects and it's working. Get off! Ugh! Okay, okay. Actually, we're just gonna go through here. We're not gonna deal with either the Wraith Tank or the Sniper Jackals because I get punished for playing the video game. So we're just gonna ignore the enemies until we can't. That's what we're gonna end up doing. Yeah, just like in 4D chess. Maybe. I don't play 4D chess. Okay, that's one dead Sniper Jackal. Where's the other Sniper Jackal? It looks like it got hit by the Wraith. Oh, hey, bud. Did that destroy the ghost? I don't know if it did. Yeah, that's a lot of guys. That is a lot of guys. Huh. Yeah. Okay. I don't play chess, I'm not a nerd. Yeah, me neither. I will also say that I'm decent at chess. The problem is I get really impatient. Once the game drags for like 40 minutes, I don't want to play anymore. And I start making some really bad decisions because I can't be bothered to think about it. And then I lose because usually due to me making a really, really poor move with my queen and just not being able to catch up from then. I am my own worst enemy in many cases. In many places. So... Oh, what the? I don't want to be here anymore. Yeah, actually, you follow me. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, what the what? Where were you? You caused me, give me a jump scare. Oh, man. Oh, man. You're joking. I don't know where most of the enemies are.
Be ready.
Why are the Arbiter and John best friends? Fire forged, my friend. They play really well together. They become best friends in 3 after multiple missions together and a shared enemy. Oh, okay. Why was one of them already pissed? Why was one of them already PO'd? Why was one of them already losing his mind? Why was one already in full torpedo mode? Why was one already willing to throw his head straight at his problem? Why was one already like... Yeah! Going full Donkey Kong on me. Why was one already doing that? They're just really making you ache to get past these areas, huh? The day the music died. I want to be invisible again. You're so dangerous. You're so dangerous. Let's be real, who wanted to be best friends with an alien voiced by Keith David? Keith David is a pretty prolific voice actor who has done things such as John Carpenter's The Thing in 1982. He also voiced Dr. Facilier and 2009 Princess and the Frog. He was one of the voices in Gargoyles. He was one of the voices in Saints Row. He had a role in Community. In one of the later seasons, he was a main character in Community.
The counselors, are they murdered?
So, that's who Keith David is. He's a pretty prolific voice actor.
The prophets were fools to trust them.
I believe he was Dr. Childs in... He was Dr. Childs in... The Thing, but there's like so many characters in that movie. And one of them's Kurt Russell. Thank you for the explanation, no problem. Keith David he's very good. He's very good. He's the president, yeah, he is the president in Rick and Morty, as well as a million other voices. And he's one of those voice actors where it's just his voice. His voice is why you hire him. He's not a Mel Blanc, right? You hire Keith Davids because you want Keith Davids. It's like Samuel L. Jackson. Yes, he's got a voice that's smooth. He's very pleasant to listen to.
Your pal. Where's he going?
To finish what I started. And this time, none of you will be left behind.
That structure in the center of the city, it's a Forerunner ship. And Truth is heading straight for it. If he leads the Covenant fleet to Earth, they won't stand a chance. You have to stop him.
That brute has the Index. And Miranda and Johnson. He can activate the ring.
If he does, I'll detonate in Amberclad's reactor just like we did the Autumns. The blast will destroy this city and the ring. Not a very original plan, but we know it'll work. No, I don't want to chance a remote detonation. I need to stay here.
Whoops. Yeah, so we were actually discussing it in the previous stream, just like how High Charity is a city, right? Like, you look out there and you see that. It's a city. There are 23 billion civilians on this station, and this is their fate. All of those are filled with flood. That's filled with the flood. And we're... yeah. No. By the way, the plasma pistol is probably the worst gun in Halo 2. It's very, very, very bad. Yeah, it is a lot of flood. Yeah. That's why High Charity looks the way it does in 3. Look at them little carrier forms. So this level, what's the name of this level? High Charity. Okay. Why is the plasma pistol bad? It does really, really, really poor damage. It does really poor damage. I think the intention was that you were supposed to use the plasma pistol in conjunction with a different gun that does more damage, or can like the SMG or the pistol, which can one-shot headshot, and that was the idea of what you were going to do with it. It's less of a weapon and more of a tool, right? The problem is that I don't noob combo. And that's just personal choice. It's not like a disparaging comment on the noob combo, because like it works. That's why it's called the noob combo. You know, it's used by people and it's got good stuff going on. But I just don't really care for it. My preferred type of weapon is any type of does the EMP stun vehicles in this one? It does not. That was an addition in Halo 3, I believe. I could, you know, be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it does not, or I would have been hit by it at a certain point. I didn't get hit by it once. And then, you know, because it didn't happen to me, that means it's not real. I wish I was fighting the flood and not Brute. Yeah, I was gonna say, I got really distracted last stream because I was trying to talk about the concept of Jackal Ultras, right? And there's never one that's introduced in any of the games. And I think my personal reasoning for that, I don't know if it's ever been lorefully confirmed or even if there is a loreful reason for it. Maybe they just didn't feel the point in adding Jackal Ultras. But my personal reason for why there are no Jackal Ultras is because Jackals are pirates. They're not really bought into the Covenant. They're sellswords. They're mercenaries. There are some Jackals who believe in the religion of the Covenant, but most of them are just there for the sake of the money, baby. So they have minors and majors, but they don't get to be ultras or have any of the religious positions, such as zealots or anything like that. Grunts don't have zealots either, but they do have deacons. We never face deacons in any of the major, like, main games, except for until Halo 5, where deacons appear as bosses in certain game modes. I don't know if they appear as bosses.
No enemy has ever withstood our might. The flood too shall fail.
God, this is horrifying. It would be so sad. Like, it would be so sad because of, like, that. Truth is gone. Truth has left. Or he's attempting to leave. He's gonna go onto that Forerunner ship, go for Earth, and he's gonna leave all 23 billion civilian souls to die. There is no evacuation protocol. He's telling them that the flood is not going to hurt them, and they'll all die. The dangers of religious zealotry. Drones. Very pretty. It's a very pretty station. Look at that. Brighter in the remake by quite a bit. Quite a bit brighter. I don't want to get involved. Yep. The flood made it to High Charity. They turned it into their hive. Oh, more drones. Come on, recharge. Yes, the remake is nothing if not bright. This is very true of the Halo CE remake as well. It seems like the best way to make a game look 10 years older is to brighten up those graphics, baby. Because you want people to see all the new and updated textures. Moody lighting. Don't need it. We made the game pretty. I think that's it on the drones. I think we've managed to defeat the drones. Bright is good, help see. Yeah, well, it's kind of crazy to think that High Charity is only 3,000 years old. Only 3,000 years old. That means that it's not as old as Cairo. Yeah, I need my gamer lighting. This? Not good. Doesn't look good. Way too dark. This? Oh yeah. Now we're talking. No. The remake of this one is really quite good. Bring in the harsh white light of progress, and the Lord said, "Let there be light." And you will see my 4K textures, and you will see my updated models, and you will be happy for it. Let me through. Oh, I don't think this is the right door. Yeah. It wasn't the right door. Might be. I think one of the coolest things about this is the fact that any place that you stand in this room amongst the four floaty pathways, this decoration will look the same. That's really nice. It's quite beautiful. And there was much rejoicing. Oh, we weren't done. No! No! I know nothing but fear. 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 It's suddenly dark now. Yeah, I complained about it, and it's suddenly dark. Still not as dark as the original. Huh. You can see the ceilings in the remake. I need to rewatch. I want to rewatch Life of Brian. That would make me happy if I rewatched Life of Brian. I don't know if it's still on Netflix, so. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, bye. Yeah, that's good stuff. Ammo is hard to come by. I like using all of it. Oh, haha. Life of Brian was so good. It is. It is very good. It's very fun. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah, baby. I wonder... Ooh! Okay. Oh, I did it again. Okay. Yeah, you can just run. Yeah, look at that. All that biomass. They're already converting the surroundings to their likings. There's a glitch with dead brutes in this game where they blink. But I don't know if these ones are gonna blink. I think I got assassinated. That was interesting. That was interesting. Let's try to avoid that happening to us. Woo! There's a lot of glitches with the... Yeah, watch party soon. Yeah, we could do a watch party of Life of Brian. That might be fun. There is a lot of glitches associated with the energy sword lunge. There's a lot of glitches associated with it. Ooh. You, sir, are not set on the plane correctly. Why is that? Why are you not set on the plane? What a strange man. Brutal death, yeah. There's a lot of brutal deaths in this ding-dang video game. Yeah, go fight the Flood. I don't want to fight you. See, I'm still thinking about the Covenant Carbine not having functionality that it has in the original. I wonder what that choice... Why that choice was made.
Parasite did not defeat the Forerunners, and it shall not defeat us.
It did defeat the Forerunners. The Gravemind has access to the propaganda comms, so that's kind of cool. It's just a cool little doohickey. I was wondering if it was like a terminal or something. I haven't been finding a lot of terminals, but I haven't been looking for them either. Easy game. No enemies have to be fought at all. Checkpoint. Yay!
The tower are particularly robust.
Okay. I wonder if they wanted to have Flood Whoa! English! I wonder if they wanted to have Flood-infected brutes in this one, and they just did not have the time to complete that, or if they just didn't want them in this one. Yeah, he had a shotgun. I should have known. He had a shotgun.
Whosoever.
Yeah, I think the prophets are supposed to be ironic. Truth spends most of his time lying. Regret keeps making bad decisions that he never really regrets. And mercy is, of course, not so merciful. I think it's supposed to be kind of like a...
Two corpses in one grave.
There you go. There's where that line's from. Two corpses in one grave. How cool is that? A lot of the prophets act on irony.
Apparently these are the Prophet Hierarch's private quarters, their inner sanctum.
The Prophet Hierarchs have a, oh, look how much shinier that is in the original. I wonder what... By the Rook, explain this art to me. What is happening here? Gravemind is a really cool character. I want to know what's happening. I got bored. Alright. I'm gonna show you something stupid. You can use those to jump up here. Oh, and then you can stick yourself. I said I was gonna show you something stupid. That was not what I intended. I feel like the updated graphics look pretty close to what I thought I saw as a kid, because I don't remember it looking like that back then. Yeah. Yeah. They did a really good job of updating this game to, like, just a level of quality that is really impressive. And just, like, really honest and faithful to the original. So, this is interesting. This is a really easy place to get out of bounds, right? And in the remaster, they kind of, like, put this flat texture here that looks like a door, kind of, right? Well, that's because in the original, these are flat, textureless plains. And this is where a lot of enemies spawn in, and you can just jump on that and then jump into any of these cubby holes. So it seems like this is the one time where they predicted the player going out of bounds, which I find it odd that Blur didn't do that for a lot of the earlier levels. But this is very smart. This is a good change. This makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like the atmosphere of this a little bit better than this. Like, this makes more sense to live in. This makes more sense for, like, a city. This is feasibly livable. You can actually see where you're going. But this is just gives so much more dread as to what's happening down there. I don't know. That's just, like, art opinion. That's just an art opinion. And you have to take everything I say with a massive grain of salt, because I don't art. I just critique. I was thinking earlier about dumb stream ideas, right? Because I have a whole mess of games I could do, and I need to do maybe Covenant races see better in the dark. That's what I'm thinking. I think both elites and brutes having night vision would make a lot of sense. Jackals as well. I think grunts would have problems seeing in the dark. Yeah. I don't know. I like this effect better in the original than in the remake. I don't know if you guys like that better or not. But I think that there is something about this that feels like Excalibur calling to you compared to this, where it's like a... Because the map is brighter than the sword, whereas here, like, the map is so dark, the light is pulling you towards the sword. Personal opinions. Don't use... Yeah, Covenant do not care about grunts. Their archer feels very aquatic at times. I agree with that. It does kind of have... Like, that looks like a shell. It looks like a scallop. And then it has these kind of... Oh, there's a terminal. Speaking of terminals. Doo-doo-doo-doo. They have almost like shell-like structures, and then their color choices here, right? This kind of looks like a lobster tail, a segmented piece of armor. I really agree with that assessment, that their architecture feels almost aquatic. Especially because these... Let me go through this door. Is this door gonna open? Yes. Very nice door. These kind of, because they're floating, turning slowly, they almost give the impression that they're bobbing in water, right? And then you have, almost feels like you're underwater by looking at the blue lights above you. Yeah, I never thought of it that way, but that is really, really interesting. Yeah, the hollow effects just look better against the darker background. Yeah. And this is so bright. This looks very Star Wars-y to me. This has a very Star Wars feel. Compared to the original where it's just a beam. And these beams go down to the bottom and they do not in here. I don't know. I'm just interested in the tiny, tiny changes that they ended up making as to why they did that. Was it just because it matched the aesthetic of what they were trying to do? I don't know. Anyways, I spend a lot of time looking at things instead of playing the game. Alright. The green beam. Which, I'm very glad this actor got work again in Thor Ragnarok. It was really nice to see them again after such a lull.
The ship isn't so much launching as it is disengaging, uncoupling itself from High Charity's power grid. Stopping truth.
Here's another... Oh, this is an interesting place. So, look at that. You can't really... But... Stop it. I'm trying to show people stuff.
You know the plan. You've got to stop truth. I've got to handle the index. Go.
Okay. Let me see if I can do this right. They're gonna make my life very hard, though.
Forget about the flood. You've got to get aboard.
I'm not forgetting about the flood because I want to do something, Cortana. Okay, we're gonna have to try that again. Ah, dang it! If you can manage to grenade jump up there, if you can manage to get back up there, you can see another spawner room. But I don't have enough height, so might be. I wanted to get up there and show that to you guys, but I can't get back up there. Yeah, and you can walk around up there, but you yeah, there's another spawner area up there. Ignore, 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 ignore. No! The jump is really floaty, okay? The call of the abyss. I bounced off of something and fell into the abyss again. This is my favorite Cortana.
I have to stay here, Chief.
Yeah, you can actually skip that whole entire combat section, just run to the end and jump in the beam, but I wanted to look at stuff again. I want to look at stuff again.
Chief, when you get to Earth, good luck.
After I'm through with truth.
Don't make a girl a promise if you know you can't keep it.
I don't know why Forerunners designed their ships to look like the Eiffel Tower, but it looks kind of dumb. Looks kind of dumb. IMO. Alright, this is the final level of Halo 2. How exciting is that? I'm kind of flying through these levels, I think. How much of the stream are we at? How long have we been here? Yeah, we've only been here for an hour.
Where the counselors were meant to watch the consecration of the icon. The start of the great journey. There is still time.
I
must get inside.
Hello!
And mount up, Arbiter. I know a way to
Thank you
break
for the
those
follow.
doors.
It's very sweet of you. We're one step closer to affiliate, my friends. One step closer. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna get in the raid. You guys can get in whatever that is. Yeah. Yeehaw. Okay. Whoops. I don't know. Depending on how long this mission takes, I don't think... Well, I don't know. It depends. Do you guys... Would you like me to go on into Halo 3 tonight if we manage to finish this level pretty quickly? Or, like, it depends... I don't know. I don't know if I would want to go on into Halo 3 tonight. I might just finish this up tonight and then start Halo 3 tomorrow after I get off of work. Stop shooting me. I think that that's the way we're gonna do it. Also, I can't imagine that this level... I think this level is gonna take me at least like 40 minutes. It's a difficult one. This entire game's difficult. I should say. Sorry. I lost my cool there. It won't happen again. I got shot out! My tank didn't even die! I got shot out! Yeah, I don't like that. I feel like if you die, your tank should be dead. You should only die if your tank dies. You should not die because you took so much damage from small arms fire that it did damage through your tank. That feels bad. That doesn't make sense to me. IMO. See? That's how it's done. My tank died. Therefore, I died. That feels great. That is exactly what, you know, the monkey paws curl. Monkey paw. Every time. Halo 3 deserves this moment. I agree. I think Halo 3 will get its own. We won't go on into Halo 3 in this stream. That would be fine. I'm only here till 11. Yeah. That's what I had assumed, because most of you guys have, like, real jobs. You're normal human beings. I'm getting overconfident because I'm in a tank, and I expect the tank to be tanky. I expect the tank to, you know, do stuff that a tank normally would in a video game, instead of having me shot out of it because you just die very quickly in this video game. Another reason why the Scorpion tank is better than the Wraith tank. Part 17 trillion. Okay. Look at that. We're getting into the rhythm of it. It's like I never died before, and I never die again. I am fundamentally invincible. Oh, yeah, that's true. From a VOD standpoint, I don't want to, like, edit them into two separate VODs. That makes sense. Yeah, and that's how it works in other games, where you can shoot the door off and then shoot the individual inside and kill them. And that's fine. I don't mind that. What bothers me is that they're firing onto the front armor of the Wraith tank, which is, like, exorbitantly thick, and killing the occupant inside without making that kind of shot. Because, like, look at the front of that vehicle. Whoa! Look at that turn. That's more than turning on a dime. That's impressive. That's a quite good turn. Good job. Can the Scorpion tank do that? No. But could the Scorpion tank hit the Phantom? Yes. Oh god. No, I don't want it! Oh, hey, here's a visual thing. So, you see the boost bits coming out of the side of the Wraith there? Because I've lost my left boost bit, it still emits the light beam as if I'm boosting from that side. That's why in Reach, Banshees lose the two little booster bits. That, personally, I think makes the Banshee look better, but whatever. Because people were like, how is it boosting without the little bits on the side? So they just, in order to avoid that question, they just... Ratas! Vadam, I wish you wouldn't remain here. I really wish you'd come help me out, my friend. I really wish you'd come help me out. You know what you need, my friend?
I thought he was dead. Hold your fire. Hunters have come to our aid, Arbiter.
They fight by our side. This is so hype. This is so hype. This is so hype. Hunters have come to our aid. Pretty sure the hunters are using the Halo 4. Yeah, let's just deal with that. Ah! I shouldn't have poked again. Removing a feature due to a bug. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree. They just didn't want to answer the question anymore of how they can boost without the booster bits. I don't know. Who cares?
I thought he was dead. Hold your fire.
Yeah. I went invisible way too early. Let's see if I can make it work. That's the thing about brutes, is that they just stand still because their AI is unfinished. They either run right at you, or they just stand still. Oh, I'm scared. Okay. Yeah, remove the... that would give it some interesting counterplay. If the Banshee couldn't boost anymore because you destroyed the bits, that would be really interesting. That would... that is... I don't know if that would be, like, nearly impossible. You don't want to touch me! No! I'm sad. I'm sad. I put a noise gate on my microphone because I can get quite passionate. I don't know if it's actually helping. I think I have a varying level of volume, so I'm sorry if I get a little loud at moments. That's my beat. Oh, man. Oh, man. My beat. We're gonna keep doing the same thing until it works. Are you guys ready for that? Okay. Okay. We're just throwing a bunch of explosives at each other, and the problem is that brutes are way more tolerant to explosives than I am. They can survive explosives way easier than I can. They have a lot more health. Ha. I don't know enough about coding whether to think you're right or wrong. Okay. I think we got him. For now. For now. Oh, dang it. Dang it. Beans. He did the thing where he just did an exorbitant amount of damage because it transferred the momentum of his charge into damage. I straight up don't use the brute shot in 3. I don't know if it's any good in 3. It is just... it's really good in 2. I don't know if it's any good in 3. That's 3 sniper jackals. If I was playing on legendary, each of those guys could have one-shot me. What's he doing up there? That was terrifying. I'm always right. Trust. I believe that. I believe that. I believe that. I know that there's going to be drones here. There's going to be drones, and there's going to be a phantom. This bridge sucks. Remove from reality. Remove from reality. Don't want that. Nervous. I met a strange lady. She made me nervous. She took me in and gave me breakfast. You know, I never looked up who sang Land Down Under. I still don't know. I don't know who did Land Down Under. And I probably never will. I think the hunters have decided not to follow me, and that's fine. No, I am not going to die here. Was it Men at Work? Men at Work? Who did Safety Dance? Is Safety Dance also Men at Work? Come from a land down under, where women glow. Because if they also did Safety Dance, then their MO is just strange music. Safety Dance is Men Without Hats. Okay, so there are men who work and there are men without hats. Okay. These men are up late at night writing strange tunes for us to dance to, I guess. Don't do it. Shoot me not. Oh, dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Get your men bands right. I don't listen to men. I don't listen to men. And you shouldn't either. Alright, what are we doing? We're going back in. No. He survived. No. I'm gonna throw grenades down there and hope for the best. Well, at least they have less cover. Okay, now that they're shooting up there, I'm gonna pull a little sneaky on them and go a different way. I wish this door opened and let me go to different places in the video game. New boys. They are collecting the boys. They have quite a bit of boys down there. I don't like their boys. I want different boys. Mummy, I want new boys, please. Oh, that was a direct hit. That was a direct hit. We're gonna have to start from the beginning. Yeehaw, yeehaw, yeehaw. Woohoo! I love fighting brutes. I want nothing more in my life than to fight brutes. The brutes are killing their own jackals, though. That's nice. I could take the dual needlers and go ham and see what happens. You know what? Let's have a little bit of fun with our life. Let's see what happens. I love brutes, Charlie. I love brutes. It didn't work. It didn't work. I got firing squad. I got firing squadded. This is a very difficult room. IMO. 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 It's just like an endless series of explosions as they all use their brute shots to immediately make me wish I didn't live anymore. Okay. We're trying this. We're trying this instead. Oh, he just punched the explosive. He just punched the explosive and it didn't even phase him, but it killed me. Okay, you see me trying new strategies, right? You see me trying different things, and none of them are working. I feel like that says something about the enemies and less about me, personally. But, I mean, if you have complaints, please voice them in the comments. I will choose not to read them. Oh, man. I've had better days. I've had better days. I could free the allies there and hope for the best. Oh my God. Okay, never mind. I just needed to free those guys. That was my bad. Whoops. But we're gonna have to move this. He's so eager. He's so eager. Yeah, it is a skill issue. That's like categorically what it is. I am not as good at this game as I want to be. It's categorically true. So these are elite counselors. These guys were on the council, High Council of the Covenant. They are no longer, obviously, as elites are being ethnically cleansed from the Covenant for whatever reason.
Go, go, go!
Ha! Fall, beast! To your doom.
Listen, you don't like me and I sure as hell don't like you. But if we don't do something, Mr. Mohawk's gonna activate this ring. And we're all gonna die.
Tartarus has locked himself inside the control room.
Well, I just happen to have a key. Come on, grab a banshee and give me some cover. Gonna know what's coming.
So, the reason why the Scarab looks so different in this game than in comparison to Scarabs, say, in Halo 3, is that in Halo 3, Scarabs are explicitly combat Scarabs, whereas in Halo 2, the Scarabs that are being used here are... Yes, it's a very cool scene. The Scarabs are being used for excavation. These are excavation Scarabs rather than combat Scarabs, which is why they look so different. I don't want to get in front of that. There is a Easter egg, if you manage. So this is closed off. You can't get inside, right? But I don't remember how you're supposed to glitch your way through this door. But if you manage to do so, there is a Scarab gun inside the Scarab. I've managed to do it once in my life. I have never done it again. That's the second Scarab gun in the campaign. There's one in the other level featuring the Scarab as well. Woo! Hey, Johnson, can you drive your Scarab into the enemy? That would be awesome. That'd be great. Well, I mean, he is piloting it by himself. He's figuring it out. But that didn't hit anything. Good stuff. There is also a Heretic Banshee in certain versions of this level. For whatever reason. I don't exactly know why. Yeah. My Banshee's got ouchies. Oh, who's shooting me? Where'd he go? Ah! I was expecting a second Banshee. It was not. It's a Spectre. It's 2 Spectres! Yeah, Covenant naming all their stuff. Oh! I think I got kicked by Johnson. I think Johnson kicked me. Less than ideal, but we'll take it, we'll take it, we'll take it. Yeah, shade turrets I think are explicitly made for anti-air purposes. Are they any good at it? Not particularly in this one. I'm just gonna float above him and hope for the best. Yeah. Okay, his gunner's dead. And that's a dead Spectre. No. Still not thinking about much. Yeah, there's an enemy Banshee, though. One less enemy Banshee. I don't know how to do the tricks. I don't know what button allows me to do the tricks, and I'm very scared to go pressing around to see if I can find the button that gives me tricks, because I'm afraid that what I'm gonna do is just jump out of my Banshee and die. Oh! He hit me with Fuel Rod. Please tell me that I don't have to kill the, I don't like combat encounters that require you to kill multiple enemy vehicles without giving you a place to have a checkpoint in between the enemy vehicles. It should be the jump button. It is not. No jump button. I could check the controls, but there is a considerable portion, like, there is a considerable amount of these streams where I'm just fussing with controls because I don't know them. So I've gotten to the point where it's kind of a complex. I don't want to mess with the controls again because I've already spent so much time messing with the controls. I don't want to do that. I'm done. I think the first VOD has an extended 5-minute portion where I'm fussing with controls. There's only so many times you can spend messing with the controls. If it doesn't work anymore, it doesn't work anymore. I'm gonna use my vehicle like a ghost. And it's not like you really need them on PC because of how you can maneuver compared to... Like, look at that. That's just... You can just move so well. Yeah, actually, so I don't necessarily need the new Banshee. In Halo 2, your vehicle health is tied to your character health. Your vehicle will only die if you have sustained enough damage. Like, your vehicle has sustained enough damage, and that's why you can get shot out of your vehicle and not die. Whereas some characters need, like, 3 Scorpion tank shots and then they'll die, because the vehicle won't blow up until the person driving it dies. No Heretic Banshee. Sometimes there's a Heretic Banshee that spawns down here. I don't know what to get it to spawn, I just know that it can. The question is are we fighting Tartarus normally? Or are we going to use a Banshee on him? This is the question. Don't hit me. Don't want to get heat.
Stay clear of the door. Hey, Raph. Knock, knock.
Do. No. Yeah, you're dead. Fight him as the Bungee Gods intended? Then we're gonna fight him as the Bungee Gods intended, my friends. Let me go get a new Banshee. Dead. So there's an honor guard that spawns in Gravemind that I mentioned in the last stream can have a counselor helmet, and I was disappointed that he didn't have one. He was just a normal honor guard ultra. Oh, hello. Effects glitch. Lovely. Oh! Ah. I don't know why that is. There is an Honor Guard Ultra in the previous level, and I was disappointed that he does not have a Counselor helmet. Well, I looked it up, and he actually has the ability to have 4 different types of helmet. He can have an Honor Guard helmet, he can have a Counselor helmet, he can have an untextured Counselor helmet, which looks really glitchy, and then he can have Ratos Vadam's face. Okay. So, this is part of Halo's tradition of getting vehicles in places that you're not supposed to get them to, right? So, this... is... Let me see if I can get it in. Maybe I need to go up and around. Wait. Aha! Ah! Okay. Wait a second. Let's be smart about this. Halo lets you get vehicles where you shouldn't get them. Yeah, baby! Alright. Okay. No. Fade. No! Let me out!
Come, human. It is easy. Take the icon in your hands. And do as you are told.
Please use caution. This reclaimer is delicate.
One more word, Oracle, and I'll rip your eye from its socket.
Is him calling Miranda delicate a microaggression? Again, she should be in combat BDU.
Impossible. Put down the icon. Put it down. And disobey the Hierarchs? There are things about Halo even the Hierarchs do not understand. Take care, Arbiter. What you say is heresy. Is it? Oracle, what is Halo's purpose?
Collectively hold the 7.
Not another word.
Please. Don't shake the light bulb. If you want to keep your brain inside your head, I tell those boys to chill. Go ahead. Do your thing.
The sacred rings, what are they?
Weapons of last resort, built by the Forerunners to eliminate potential flood hosts, thereby rendering the parasite harmless.
And those who made the rings? What happened to the Forerunners?
After exhausting every other strategic option, my creators activated the rings. They and all additional sentient life in 3 radii of the galactic center died as planned. Would you like to see the relevant data?
Tartarus, the prophets have betrayed us. No, Arbiter. The great journey has begun, and the brutes, not the elite, shall be the Prophet's escort.
He's got a little bit of a complex, I think. He's not going to be able to be reasoned with. Domed with a dome. Yep, he got knocked over. Alright, so... on Tartarus's shoulder, he's wearing a piece of the armor of the chieftain of all brutes. But strapped to that piece of armor is the skull of the previous chieftain of all brutes that he had killed. Let me out. 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 Thank you. Alright. Now, instead of dealing with Tartarus the way that you're supposed to, we can just do this. Why? Because he's a one-shot kill and takes 14 trillion bullets to put down. So we're just gonna kill him with a vehicle. I think he can still kill me here, though. Like, if he decided to. Oh, where's he going?
We'll shut them down.
Apology.
How do I stop it?
Well, it will take some time.
Where's he going?
Quit stalling.
So, we need to wait for Johnson. Whee! We need to wait for Johnson to lower his shield with 3 beam rifle shots. There, now we can actually injure him. But the thing is that Johnson has to hit him 3 times, and he's just running around the center. None of our guys are going to survive. Don't get attached to any of these counselors or zealots. They're just not going to live. This might be recognizable to people who have played the first game as the area where you get the index in the library. I think it's interesting that this Delta Halo's control room looks quite a bit different to Installation 04.
You can't stop the sequence.
I want to knock you off into the abyss. Can I knock you off into the abyss?
Give me a direct answer.
I am.
Yeah.
Hey, Mohawk, how's that feel?
Yep. We're just gonna have to wait a bit. It's a very slow... Like, Halo 2 tried boss fights. And... Ooh. He's dead! He fell down! Everybody! Oh, no! Oh, what? Look at that! He did his death scream and everything, but he came back! He comes back?
Come on, Arbiter.
Baldur's Gate 3 could never. Look at that! He didn't even have an animation, he just appeared back on the top. I've never seen that before. You cheeky little man, you. Bye. Oh, yeah. Well, fun thing about the brute naming system, right, is that the us is earned after your rite of passage. You only earn the us at the end of your name. So his name being Tartarus means that his birth name was Tartar. So, enjoy that fun fact. Why do you still live? Somehow, Tartarus returned. You know, I've never seen that movie. I don't know how Poe... Is it Poe Dameron who delivers that line? I don't know how he delivers it. In my head, that's what it sounds like, but I think that's wrong. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to fight the fact that you brought a Banshee in here. He's dead, he's dead, he's dead, he's dead. Yeehaw! Yoo-hoo! Woohoo! Yep, there's the skull of his predecessor. Where's the fist? Did the Fist of Rukt fall down? There's the Fist of Rukt. The Fist of Rukt is the weapon that the Chieftain of all Brutes is supposed to use. It's been passed down for hundreds of years, I think, at this point, but it was lost when Tartarus died here at Installation 5. Yeah, that could have been a blast that wiped out all life in this section of the... I think it's 25,000 light years or something insane like that. That would have been scary.
What's that? A beacon.
What's it doing?
Communicating at superluminal speeds with the frequency of...
Communicating with what?
The other installations.
Show me.
Fail-safe protocol. In the event of unexpected shutdown, the entire system will move to standby status. All remaining platforms are now ready for remote activation.
Remote activation? From here?
Don't be ridiculous.
Listen, Tinkerbell, don't make me...
Then where? Where would someone go to activate the other rings?
Why the Ark? Of course.
And where, Oracle, is that?
We've got a new contact. Unknown classification.
It isn't one of ours. Take it out.
This is Spartan 117.
Anyone hear me? Over.
Isolate that signal. Master Chief, you mind telling me what you're doing on that ship?
Sir, finishing this fight.
Whoa! He said the line. Yeah, so Halo 2 ends on a very famous cliffhanger, which people... Yeah, sir, security camera. A lot of people were not super happy with how Halo 2 had ended. Especially because Halo 2 had promised fighting on Earth. Oh, I'm gonna shut up for this part of the cutscene.
Silence fills the empty grave now that I am gone. But my mind is not at rest, for questions linger on. I will ask, and you will answer.
All right. Shoot.
Nice. And that's why Cortana is in the High Charity mission, which we will eventually get to when we decide to play Halo 3, which won't happen tonight. It won't happen tonight. I apologize. I'm going to be done here. It's 11 p.m. I think people were going to go to bed. I think it's a good place to stop. But I was going to say, the reason why... Oh, look at that frequent flyer. The reason why people were upset with Halo 2 is that there was this assumption that we were going to spend most of our time fighting on Earth. Did not happen. What was supposed to happen is that the first half of Halo 3 was going to be the ending of this game, and it would end when Chief and the Arbiter made their way to the Ark. Did not happen, unfortunately. It had to be made into a different game. Yeah, now we get to have the worst mission in Halo 3, Cortana! How exciting. But thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for watching the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something. And if you didn't, you can complain about it when I stream again. Alright? Have yourself a wonderful night. Good night, everybody.